Stop for a second. Before you rationalize anything, just look at the 6 women in the image and choose one. Not the best, not the one you think you should pick, the one that your attention goes to first, almost like your mind grabbed it on its own. Because that first pull is rarely random. Most of the time we're drawn to a person's energy for one reason. It reflects something we're craving, avoiding, or slowly becoming. The choice you make here can hint at what your nervous system is asking for right now. Comfort, challenge, control, freedom, stability, or reinvention. A quick note before we begin. This is a reflective personality test meant for insight and self-awareness, not a diagnosis. Think of it like a mirror you hold up for a moment, one that helps you see yourself a bit more clearly. Here's how to do it properly. Pause the video on the image. Pick only one woman, A, B, C, D, E, or F. Don't overthink it. If you notice yourself trying to justify your choice, return to that first instinct. If 2 options feel equally compelling, ask yourself, which one did I notice first? And remember, your choice doesn't mean you are that woman. It usually means you're drawn to what she represents. A mindset, a coping style, a life rhythm, a way of carrying yourself. To make it easier, here's the vibe of each one in a single breath. A, warm, thoughtful, quietly deep. B, strong, disciplined, grounded in action. C, sharp, strategic, focused on direction. D, expressive, creative, unapologetically free. E, steady, caring, emotionally reliable. F, independent, composed, slightly mysterious. Now choose quickly. The most accurate results happen when you let your intuition speak before your logic starts explaining. If you enjoy tests like this, where a single choice reveals something surprisingly specific, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. We do these regularly, and each one goes deeper than it seems. And one more thing, if you enjoy going beyond the video and reflecting even further, I'll leave a longer psychological self-test in the description. Something you can explore at your own pace. No pressure, only curiosity. You've chosen your letter. Good. Let's start. We begin with the 2 choices that reveal the most about how you handle stress, A and B. Hold your choice in mind. Remember, you're not just picking a person, you're picking a direction, a way your mind wants to feel safe or strong again. If you chose A, you're drawn to warmth, depth, and quiet intelligence. This choice usually appears for people who have been carrying more emotion than they've admitted. Not dramatically, but consistently. You notice details others miss. Even if you appear fine on the outside, your inner world has been craving softness. You might be in a season of healing, reflection, and gentle rebuilding. You listen deeply, notice patterns, and try to understand people rather than judge them. But there's a shadow side. Choosing A can also indicate a habit of withdrawing when life gets intense. Not because you're weak, but because you're sensitive. You may overthink conversations, replay moments, or carry responsibility for others' moods. Calmness has become a strategy for safety. What you need now isn't toughness, it's clarity. One gentle but powerful step. Pick a truth you've been avoiding and say it kindly, either to yourself or someone else. If you chose B, you're drawn to strength that's earned. This appears for people who respect discipline, either because you already live this way or life has demanded it. You may be in a mindset of self-control, progress, and perseverance even when tired. You get things done, stay steady, turn pain into growth, and hold yourself to high standards. But the shadow is pressure. Sometimes you don't rest, believing softness will slow you down. Even when successful, a quiet voice may say, "Keep proving yourself." What you need isn't more motivation, it's permission to be supported. Treat recovery like training. Schedule rest as you schedule work. Let your nervous system learn that safety doesn't have to be earned. If either A or B resonates, Pause and reflect. The next choices go deeper into identity, not just coping, but how you define yourself. Next pair, C and D. These reveal your relationship with control and self-expression. C, drawn to clarity, direction, and quiet authority. Appears when you're deciding, not drifting. You value competence, strategy, and emotional self-control. You plan, organize, and move with intention. You want effort to mean something. Shadow side, never feeling finished. You may avoid emotional messiness or always scan for what's next. A gentle step. Allow yourself to be seen mid-process, imperfect but authentic. D, drawn to freedom, authenticity, and emotional color. Chosen by people craving space to breathe, feel, and be themselves without performing. You may be creative, intuitive, or simply tired of living life for others' expectations. Shadow side, escaping structure. You may resist routine, start many things, finish few. What you need, gentle structure that protects your freedom. Anchor one daily habit to ground your creativity without losing it. Last choice, F, independence, reinvention, and the fine line between peace and isolation. If E is the energy of holding it together, F is the energy of self-containment. You value sovereignty, boundaries, and self-respect. You've learned that relying on others can be unpredictable. Shadow. Independence becomes distance. Avoiding love or closeness can disguise itself as strength. What you may need. Allow one trusted person to see your real self, even briefly. Stand on the edge of a new identity, aligned, honest, self-owned, without building a fortress around it. Putting it all together, your choice is not a label, it's a message from your inner world. Here's a simple guide. A, need for softness and emotional clarity. B, need for strength, momentum, and self-respect. C, need for control, stability, and clear planning. D, need for expression, authenticity, and permission to be yourself. E, need for support, reciprocity, and being cared for. F, need for sovereignty, reinvention, and boundaries that protect peace. The second choice matters too. It often represents the quieter part of your need, something you're not fully admitting yet, or a version of you trying to emerge. Practical integration. Repeat the sentence that matches your letter this week. A, I don't need to earn rest to deserve it. B, my strength grows when I recover, not when I punish myself. C, I can be imperfect and still be respected. D, I can be free and still be consistent. E, I'm allowed to receive, not only give. F, I can stay myself and still let someone close. Small, simple steps like these rewire how you move through your day and respond to stress. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which letter did you choose? And what made you choose it? And what was your second choice? Your answers reveal patterns you might not even notice yourself. If you want more tests like this, subscribe and like. It tells me to keep creating content that goes deeper than it seems. Remember, your choice wasn't random, it was a clue. The more honestly you listen, the more clearly you'll understand what you need. Next choice, E, reveals the hidden weight of being steady and reliable, drawn to stability, loyalty, and emotional safety. You may quietly carry responsibility for others, help automatically, or hold it together without recognition. Shadow, caring too much, turning care into earning your place. What you need now? Reciprocity. Let yourself receive care. Ask for one thing this week that you need. Permission to be cared for doesn't make you selfish.